everybody, and welcome to my Empties video. If you are unfamiliar with the concept, it essentially means that I saved all of the beauty, skincare, hair products that I've used up for the last 6 months, I would say, and I saved it all in this bag. We're gonna go through it, and I'm gonna tell you what I liked, what I was not super into, and whether or not I think I would repurchase those things in the future. The first thing I finished was the mini Matcha Silk Canvas Primer. Yeah, I really liked this. I felt like it really did what it claims. It really smoothed out my complexion and the texture of my skin and made a really nice base for makeup. Would I repurchase? I haven't yet. The price tag of the full size one is a hang up for me. It is quite expensive, but I do like it and I probably will end up purchasing the full size one. I finished a Glossier Lash Slick. This is a great mascara. I would definitely repurchase this. I just have a couple of other mascaras that I'm finishing right now, but I do really like this and I highly recommend it if you have not tried it. Another Glossier product. The label has completely rubbed off, but this is a boy brow that I finished. This was the one that I pulled the stopper out and really scraped everything out of, so this is definitely empty. I have another one, so yes, I would repurchase this. I also finished a MAC Fix Plus. This was the coconut one. I love the smell of this. I got this over a summer and I was really into the coconut scent, but yeah, it set my makeup. It did what it was supposed to do. Would I repurchase? Sure, I'm not gonna run out to get it, but it was good. I really liked the smell. I feel kind of like this. This is Heartbreak of the Century, the Flower Beauty Bubble Brow. I feel like it came into my life so quickly and it exited my life just as quickly. This launched in May and it's somehow already discontinued or not available. Luckily, my lovely friend Chessie, who also has a YouTube channel, she works at Ulta and told me that for whatever reason Flower Beauty is pulling out of Ulta. She grabbed me a bubble brow and one of the, I'm blanking on the name of the blushes right now, but I'm wearing the color Cinnamon right now and I love it. She was kind enough to send me another one. So Chessie, if you're watching, thank you so much because this one really got to me. That one was sad. Moving on to what is probably the biggest category, which is face mists and toners. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously, I would repurchase this. It is amazing. I feel like it does a really good job as an essence of making my moisturizer really sink into my face more. I feel like I really notice a difference when I run out of this or stop using it. I feel like my skin doesn't feel as hydrated or as moisturized. My only complaint is I wish that this came in a larger bottle. They sell their other toners in these big sizes. I would love to see one of these in the 4-ounce size. Sticking in the Koko kind vein, I have 1, 2, 3 of the raspberry vinegar toners that I finished. I was using this a ton last summer when my skin was not oily, but a little bit less dry and I was breaking out a little bit more, getting blackheads on my nose. So this toner I really like for that. I definitely only use it in the warmer months where my skin can kind of handle it. I don't really like it in the winter. I find that it can be a little drying, but I love this in the summer. I'll probably start transitioning back to it as the weather gets warmer and as my skin gets a little less dry. I also went through a couple rose waters. The Koko kind rose water toner. I love this brand. I think they're so fantastic. The ingredients in this are literally distilled rose water. It's really simple, it's really cheap, it's really effective. Great, I love it. I would definitely repurchase that. This is the Trader Joe's Rose Facial Toner. I liked it, but on my journey to using fewer products with fragrance, this one this one didn't really make the cut. I would just rather use something like the Koko kind toner or something like this other one that I finished, the SW Basics Rose Water, which again was literally just rose water. It doesn't have fragrance, it doesn't have extra things in it, so I probably wouldn't buy that Trader Joe's one again. I'd probably opt for something like this or the Koko kind one. Right. The last toning product that I used was the Caudalie Lotion Tonique, I'm reading the French one, moisturizing toner. There we go. And I really liked this. I thought it was lovely. Would I repurchase? I might. I'm not running to go do it. I think it was a great moisturizing toner. I don't think it's you're missing out on it if you don't try it, but I thought it was good. I liked it. I've used 1, 2, 3, 4 bottles of the Koko Kind Oil to Milk Cleanser. You'll notice that 3 of my 4 bottles I ended up cutting in half to like scrape out the insides. It's a really great like kind of balmy, oily feeling face wash that does get a little bit like milky. In the summer it like was able to take off my sunscreen, it was able to take off whatever like intense brow gel I had on. I really liked it, and I used it exclusively until I tried this one. This is the Honest Beauty Magic Gel to Milk Cleanser. This I would consider like a hybrid love child of this cleanser and the Glossier Milky Jelly. This feels very similar to the Oil to Milk Cleanser, but it has a little bit more like slip to it. So it is where that one feels really balmy. This one feels almost kind of oily. This one leaves my face with a little bit more of like a clean feeling. Like after trying this one, I might like this one a little bit more than the Koko Kind one, but I still really love the Koko Kind one. I highly recommend it if you haven't tried. But this one was also really great, and if you want something that like feels like it's gonna wash off a little bit more easily, I think you would really like this one. Another face wash that I tried, this is the Crave Beauty Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser. I bought this online. As far as I know, this brand isn't sold in stores, but I bought this because I really wanted to try their sunscreen and didn't want to pay for shipping, so I added something else to my cart. I liked this. I don't like it as much as the Koko Kind one. I don't like it as much as the Honest Beauty one, but it was a good cleanser. It definitely gave my face more of that like clean feeling. I wouldn't consider it to be like soapy or stripping. It did have kind of like a gel texture. I liked it, but for something that I can't buy in a store and I have to like pay for shipping, it would have to be like really great for me to want to repurchase it. And I liked it, but I don't think it's worth the effort. I would rather use one of the other 2. I used up 2 vitamin C products, the first being the Versed Beauty Found the Light powder with vitamin C. This took an impressively long time to finish. This took like months and months and months of me shaking this vitamin C powder and being like, okay, today's the day it's gonna like be empty. Today's the day. And it just took so long. Like this took months to use up, and it's a tiny little container. Would I repurchase? Probably not, to be totally honest. I didn't really notice anything. Vitamin C is a product that I really like to have in my skincare routine. I think my favorite that I've tried is the Drunk Elephant Vitamin C. Obviously that is leaps and bounds more expensive than this. This you can buy at Target. So it lasted a really long time. It was really cheap, but I just didn't really notice anything, and it didn't really like leave enough of an impression for me to feel like it was worth repurchasing. But this Versed Beauty brand is cool. I'm curious to like try more of their things because it's a affordable clean skincare line at Target, which I think is really cool, and I like that companies are trying to make like clean skincare a lot more accessible. So I do want to try more things from them, but this didn't really like make any kind of impression on me. I also used up the Koko Kind vitamin C serum. I thought the powder thing was cool, but I do prefer like a serum texture for vitamin C. Similar to the Glow Mist, this also has sea grape caviar, which also makes it feel really like hydrating. I think every vitamin C that I try, I compare to the Drunk Elephant vitamin C. I like the Drunk Elephant one more, but this one is way more affordable and is clean, and I do really like it, and I would definitely repurchase it. Oh, this is another product from Versed that I used up. This is the Versed Dew Point Moisturizing Gel Cream. This again I think was a product that I used over the summer when I was kind of moving away from face oils and into like creams and gel textures, so I wanted to give this one a try. Kind of the same deal with the vitamin C. I don't know, it was fine. I think if you had oily skin, this might be great. I have dry skin, so it just kind of like, my face was moisturized, but like it left me wanting like just a little bit more moisture, and I found like I would use this. Oh, that was something I did a lot. I would use this and then put in like a drop of face oil, so instead of like covering my whole face with a face oil, I would like cocktail it a little bit. Meh. I used up 2 Koko Kind Chia facial oils. I get into such like ruts with Koko Kind because their products are so good that like from the time that I started using this, I didn't want to use anything else because it felt so hydrating and so moisturizing, but my skin didn't feel greasy. It doesn't clog my pores. This is absolutely a staple product for me. I've used easily like 8 to 10 bottles of this. I love it. I think it's such a great face oil and I recommend this brand to absolutely everybody. Ooh, another face oil that I really liked. This is the Pharmacy Honey Grail. I tried a sample of this at Sephora before I went out and bought the whole bottle because it is a little pricey. I think this was like $50 for a face oil. I was definitely like in a spendy kind of mood when I bought this, but it is really good. It feels like honey, but it's not sticky, and it smells like honey, but I don't think it has like crazy fragrance in it. Like, I don't know how this exists. I definitely will repurchase this at some point, but it is like kind of a spendy thing. I remember the girl at Sephora telling me that because this has honey in it, and honey is a humectant, I think, that this facial oil works by like attracting water from the air and drawing it into your face. I also used up the Sephora 3 Oils Nourishing Moisturizer. I found out about this line through, oh my gosh, what is his name? Skincare YouTuber that I love and watch all the time. His name is Hiram, and he has a really fantastic, like really educational skincare YouTube channel that I love. He reviews like tons of different brands, and he's really like formula oriented in that like he reads the ingredient list and is like, that doesn't need to be in there. And like, he's one of the people that like made me more anal about skincare because I was already kind of like tuned in and like wary of certain ingredients, and I feel like he like took that to the next level of like, I read every ingredient list with so much more scrutiny. But he's fantastic, and he reviewed this line because I guess when it came out, people were saying that it was kind of like Sephora's take on like Drunk Elephant, and I can kind of see that like with the packaging. This is the eye cream. Like, I can kind of see how like the branding of it is similar to Drunk Elephant, and it's, oh, I don't even think I said this is Sephora's like Sephora collection clean skincare line. The packaging is recyclable. It says on here 91% of ingredients from natural origin. It's fragrance free, silicone free, paraben free. It's all those things in like Sephora's affordable skincare line, and I really like it. I haven't repurchased it just because like with moisturizer, like it's just a thing that I love to try new ones, so I definitely would repurchase this, and I think you might really like it if you're looking for like a really great like hydrating face cream. I've heard people compare this to the Drunk Elephant Lala Retro cream, and I think this was like $16 definitely. I think everything is like sub $20, so it's definitely not something that's gonna like break the bank if you want to try it. I haven't repurchased yet, but I definitely would. From that same line, this is the Hyaluronic Acid Brightening Eye Cream. This is a product that I felt pretty ambivalent about until I stopped using it and purchased another eye product, and now I'm realizing how good this was. I didn't really think anything of it. It was just like this little eye cream that lasted forever, because eye creams do, you only need the tiniest amount. And now I just can't wait to go out and buy this again. I'm trying to use up this other like stupid eye product that I have that doesn't do anything, and I can't wait to go get this again. I think this is great. Same Sephora line. These are the Glow Peel Pads. These are just like little pre-soaked glycolic acid exfoliating pads that you rub on your face. This was like the little mini pack of 20 pads. I have since bought like the big tub of 60 pads, and I really like these. It's a really simple, easy way to use a chemical exfoliant. It's already like pre-soaked in this like glycolic acid solution, and like once or twice a week you just like swipe it all over your face and you're good to go. I have 2 physical exfoliants, the Koko Kind Sea Moss Exfoliator and the Acure Brightening Facial Scrub. Like I said, these are both physical exfoliants, so they're like gritty scrubs. This one is like a really fine scrub. This one almost doesn't feel scrubby at all, and it comes in this little jar that you kind of have to like shake into your hand. This one is like a really, really gritty scrub that has sea kelp and French green clay. This one, I think when you squeeze it out, smells like a lemon bar? Are they called lemon bars? Lemon squares? What are those called? That dessert. I'm drawing a blank. It smells like that. I kind of went back and forth. I love physical exfoliants because they feel so good and you feel so like, ah, yes, like this is doing something on my face. But I just know that they're not that great for your skin. I know that they can lead to micro tears. So I did end up using both of these as like body scrubs. This one I probably won't repurchase just because it's like, I think it's fine, but I'm kind of on my like chemical exfoliating game now. So like I don't really have a need for it. This one, I do really like it as a body scrub. It's kind of a small bottle for that, but like I really, really love the smell, and I do like this Acura brand. So this one I might repurchase as a body scrub because it does feel like really good and gritty and like takes off all your skin in a way that I really, really like. This is the Drunk Elephant Baby Facial. This is actually the second bottle I've used, which should tell you something because this mask is $80 fucking dollars. $80. It is, however, really, really nice. So, will I repurchase? Not right now. These, wash your face, wipe it on. It doesn't feel like anything. This will burn your face. I have sensitive skin, like pretty reactive sensitive skin, and I didn't have a problem with this. It would leave my skin like sometimes kind of pink afterward, but like nothing that like putting on my facial oil wouldn't solve. But I did love it enough to buy it twice, and I probably will buy it again, just not right now while I don't have money. I used up 2 of the Koko kind chlorophyll masks. This is like one of my favorite face masks ever. It's literally just a jar of spirulina, wheatgrass, chlorella, and ylang ylang flower oil, and it's just like a green powder that you add water to and put on your face, and it's supposed to be like detoxifying. I think it's like brightening. I think it makes your face soft. Like it's just one of my favorite masks, and it takes a long ass time to use up one of these jars. So the fact that I've done 2 should illustrate the point that I really, really love it, and I will be repurchasing it again quite soon. Okay, another product that I've cut in half. This is the Drunk Elephant Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. This is basically like a bronzer serum that, again, I cut it in half so I could scrape it out. This is essentially a bronzer serum that you add to your moisturizer, your face oil, your sunscreen, or whatever to like tint it. It's really pretty and I like it a lot. I use this pretty much exclusively to tint sunscreen. Let me show you this is the sunscreen that I used all summer. I went through 2 or 3 bottles of this. The Goddess Garden Reef Safe SPF 50 mineral sunscreen. This was the one that's just zinc oxide. They make one that's also zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. I like this one. It's the one with the orange bottle. It also says kids on it, and I used this on my face and it never broke me out. The only thing is it's incredibly thick and white and needs to be mixed with this to make it even kind of a normal face color. But I used this combination all summer long, and I am going to start doing it again soon because the sun is for real. Another sunscreen product. This is the Crave Beauty, the Beet Shield. This is not marketed as a sunscreen from what I can tell on their US website, but as far as I know, in Korea, this is a like SPF 50 sunscreen and like anti-pollution day fluid shield, but it doesn't say anything on this package about being a sunscreen, but I think that's just because it's not like FDA approved as a sunscreen in the US yet, if that makes sense. This was lovely. It's like a really, it reminds me of the, is it the Neutrogena UV Watery Essence sunscreen? It reminds me also of the Glossier, whatever their sunscreen is, where it's kind of like a cloudy, like fluid texture that you just rub on your face. Unlike a mineral sunscreen, this does need to be reapplied every 2 hours, but I think that the texture is lightweight enough that if you were wearing makeup, I think you definitely could apply this again over makeup. I've applied it over makeup on days that I've had kind of like no makeup on. I haven't tried this over powders or anything, but I just thought I would mention that this does need to be reapplied, whereas a mineral sunscreen will kind of like stay on your skin and work until you wash it off. Ugh, I want to get it again, but again, I don't think I can buy it in store and I don't really want to order it. And it was also $20 for this little thing, which is, it's pretty petite. So I just thought I'd mention that. I thought it was kind of expensive for how small it is. I used the Weleda Skin Food Lip Butter. Didn't like it. It just like separated in the tube really quickly, and it would either squirt out as like a big like Vaseline clump or really liquidy oil. Aquaphor is better, and I will probably buy that instead. So Koko Kind, my matcha stick. This you can use lips, under your eyes, any dry spots. This is really nice. I just like tried a couple things since then, but I probably will purchase another one of these because this lasts a really long time. It's a big like thick stick. I also used up I think the words have rubbed off, but the Bite Agave lip balm. I really liked this. I thought it was really nice. It was just kind of like little for the price. And I also found that maybe just because I was using this in like a warmer month, but when I would go to like twist it up and like rub it on my lips, it would kind of like squish the like tube of lip balm. It would kind of like mush it, and so I eventually just started like rubbing this on a finger and putting it on that way because I just felt like it was too melty. It'll probably find its way back into my life again because I thought it was really good. I used up a CeraVe moisturizing cream for my bod. I really liked this. I'll probably repurchase. I'm just using something else right now. Let's do sheet masks. This one, just a random sheet mask that Drew got for me in Japan, and when you wear it, you look like a samurai. So that was fun. This is the Fresh Fix sheet mask, and it actually came with like the paper mask was up in this like section here with all that, there's still some in here, with all the like serum in this portion, and you're supposed to like fold it and squeeze it and kind of like break this like barrier between the two sections and like get the mask wet with the serum, which like seems like a gimmick. It seems stupid. I think it was a great face mask, but like I kind of wish that it had just been like pre-soaked in the serum. So I think the like mix it yourself thing is stupid, but I did think it was a really great face mask. These are the best sheet masks I've ever tried. And these were gifted to me by my lovely friend Giselle for my birthday. These are the Skin Iceland Hydro Cool Brightening Face Mask. It was a pack of 3 and I used them very, very quickly because they're really good. They're a lot thicker. They're not like a paper sheet mask. They're kind of thick, and like one side feels kind of like felted almost, like the side that faces out is like almost like felt texture, and the side that you apply to your face feels almost like sticky, like it really like sticks to your face. And it comes in 2 parts. So you apply like the upper mask, and then it has like the part that goes here, which I really like because like on a typical sheet mask, whatever part goes on like your mustache mouth area never seems to line up right, and it always feels kind of like awkward, and like I don't know, like sheet masks, I feel like I'm always like readjusting them when I have them on. These ones like stick on your face and do not move. And another thing that I liked about these is they feel so like cold on your face. Like it really feels like a like cool compress, and like I feel like I haven't tried a sheet mask that I feel like actually does as much as this one. My face feels like really hydrated and bright, and it feels that way for like the entire rest of the day, whereas I feel like other sheet masks, maybe like 20 minutes you look like you have a little bit of a glow going on. But I really liked these. These are really great. The Skin Iceland sheet masks. These were fantastic. Hair products. I've used up a 365 brand citrus grapefruit conditioner. Definitely would repurchase this like Whole Foods brand line of shampoos and conditioners. I think are actually really great. I have pretty like dry hair. I used this up. I really liked it. I definitely would repurchase. They have a lot of great scents, and it's like $5. It's like a store brand. It's really cheap. I also used up, this was my like Sephora birthday gift, the Briogeo Scalp Revival Exfoliating Shampoo and the Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. I use these really fast because they're great. I don't need to say much about this hair mask because I think like everybody on the internet has tried it, and it's really fantastic and really great. I know a lot of people use this like in place of conditioner, and I can see why. This made my hair like really, really soft and like slippy feeling in the shower, which I really like, so that was really great. This shampoo, it freaked me out a little bit at first, to be honest, because it gives my hair that really like squeaky clean feeling in the shower, which I attribute to being like stripping. Like I associate that with like stripping shampoos. this is not that way, but with that being said, I think this is really great on days where like I'm trying to get hairspray out of my hair, or I'm trying to get hair gel or dry shampoo or whatever it is. This makes your scalp like really, really clean, and it almost feels like, it smells like toothpaste. And it gives your scalp that same kind of like cooling, you know when you like chew gum and then you drink water, or you chew gum and then you go like, it like makes your scalp feel like that. So it like feels really good. I did really like this. And that is all of the items. So if you are still watching, thank you so much. I hope this was entertaining. I know that for me, like weirdly, Empties videos are like one of my favorite videos to watch on YouTube. Anytime someone that I am subscribed to posts an Empties video, I immediately have to watch it because I love seeing people's garbage. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. All right, goodbye. My cat's digging a hole in the litter box and it's really loud.